Hey guys, J-Man here. Okay, DC Future State is here. I am back from Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. They are open for curbside pickup, so give them a call ahead of time. They'll have your books waiting for you. You can order online, all that kind of good stuff. I've been going to that shop for a long time. I do not get any kickbacks or endorsements or anything like that. I'm just telling you because I like the shop and it's a cool place to go. I've picked up all of the DC Future State titles for this week. I'm going to give you my thoughts on all of them. There will be spoilers. I'm not going to kill you with spoilers, but there will be some spoilers for sure. And I'm going to go from my least favorite book of the week to my favorite book of the week. The least favorite doesn't necessarily mean it's garbage. But, I'll comment as I go and tell you what my thoughts are. To mark the occasion, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this week at least, and I'll see how it goes, and then maybe I'll think about doing something else as well. For this week, though, I am going to do a giveaway. It's going to be to any subscriber who likes the video and leaves a comment. So you got to comment. Let me know, are you getting Future State? Do you care about it? Are you kind of done with DC? If you are getting it, what are you excited about? What are you not excited about? If you read any of these, what were your thoughts? So it's open to any subscriber who likes the video and comments, and I will announce the winner. It'll be random. I'll announce the winner on my Twitter, which is @LifetimeNerd, which I'll put all this in the description for the video. I will announce the winner on Saturday, so you have until then to let me know your thoughts. It's going to be a gift certificate for ComiXology. I can't really. I don't have the means to send out books or anything like that. Plus, it is a limit at my shop for how many books you can buy as well, because there's a shortage out there. So I'm going to do a ComiXology. I read a lot of stuff through digital. I know some people prefer the real books. I do prefer books, but if you can't get them, digital is fine. And a gift certificate through ComiXology is great. You just need to have an email address. It's a free app. So I'll announce the winner on Twitter. So you have to follow me at @LifetimeNerd, and I'll announce the winner. And then I'll DM you, and you can give me your email address, and I'll just send you the gift certificate that way through email. So it'll be really simple, super simple. Okay, let's get into this with my least favorite of this week's releases. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but this one's, I'm really disappointed that this was my weakest one because I was looking forward to it, and it's Wonder Woman. I don't know. It was okay. I don't know this character, Yara Flor, I think her name was. So I don't know if I don't even know if this is her first appearance, to be honest. I'm so out of it. I did not read Death Metal or whatever. I didn't get into any of that. The only DC stuff I read is My Boy Green Lantern, Grant Morrison, awesome. The Superman titles, Action and Superman. Aquaman, I'm pretty behind on. Wonder Woman, I'm super behind on, probably 3 years behind. I am catching up on Wonder Woman. I'm getting there. Aquaman, I'm probably maybe 6 or 7 behind. And I only read detective comics. I don't read Batman, just detective comics. I'm probably 3 behind on that. So I don't know anything about this character, so I don't know if she's appeared somewhere else. This is okay. It starts off interestingly enough. She's fighting this Hydra creature, which is cool. She cuts off the head, and then another grows in its place. Hail Hydra. So yeah, the art's okay. It looks kind of cool. I do like the design of this character. She looks neat to me. I like the armor, so that's a plus. She meets up with this I guess fairy character or something, who actually looks really cool. The art here is giving me a vibe of Heavy Metal Comics. I used to read, or Heavy Metal Magazine, sorry, which is a adult fantasy magazine. It's great. I collected it for a long time, and you can get it digitally. I don't know if you can still get it physically, but yeah, no, I think you can. So I guess she wants to go to the underworld to kill Hades. I guess for her, something happened with her sister died or something. I don't know. I kind of was just like not getting into this story. They go to Hades and it looks like this. They kind of explain why it looks like a weird kind of modern day thing. It's like a subway station, and the fairy or whatever she is tells her, oh, it's kind of like your interpretation of what it is. Like, remember that movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams? It's sort of like that. I guess you can craft your own kind of vision of it. I didn't like this either because they're waiting in line to cross the river Styx, and every single person knows that you pay the ferryman. I mean, this is not like something that people don't know, because like she gets in line and the guy's like, he wants money, and then she doesn't have it. So there he is. He's like, oh, give me some money, and she doesn't have anything. And then it's like, they're like, well, what am I going to do? So they end up, there's like a sumo wrestler. By the way, I love sumo wrestling. I've been watching sumo wrestling since 2014. Totally separate from my channel stuff that I talk to, but I love sumo. So I didn't like that they, did this to this sumo guy. So he's got to pay his coins, and they distract him, and they make the dog bites his bum, which is really stupid too. And then they get his coins. And I'm like, well, how is he going to get through? I don't know. This was just weird. This was just weird. I don't know. I don't know what they're going for in this, because like, this did not get me excited to read the next Wonder Woman issue of this series. I've been reading Wonder Woman Rebirth. I'm on like issue 30 or something. I'm loving the Rebirth Wonder Woman stuff. Really, really good. Okay, so let's get to the next one. So my next least favorite. Now we're getting into the ones where this is still not too bad. Really upset about this one because it's my boy Swamp Thing. Man, I love Swamp Thing. As you can tell, I have an entire Swamp Thing collection. This was actually still good though. So the Wonder Woman I was not feeling. Here on out, I would say that they're all positive. So this was really good. This was good. I wouldn't say it's really good. The only reason it's not really good is because it took a little long to kind of get going. Basically, Swamp Thing is like the only person or the only thing left alive or something. I don't know. It's like the whole world's destroyed and it's just Swamp Thing and a bunch of his offspring. So he's got like a whole bunch of little Swamp Thing people. I guess they're all made from him and grown, and they kind of explain in between the science of like how Swamp Thing is like crafting himself, I guess, or he's trying to like, do muscle. So it's pretty interesting. So I still really like this one. So I would still, recommend checking this one out. If you're a Swamp Thing fan, you're going to like it a little bit more than a regular person would. But the art is really nice. Green is my favorite color. So I liked everything here. They basically end up finding a human. And they're going to try to help him out. I'm just kind of going through these quickly because there's a lot to cover. I don't want this video to be super long. They find this human guy. And Swamp Thing's kind of trying to talk to him, and they're going to go out and find others, and that's basically it. So I'm not spoiling the entire thing. There's really not much going on. That was my only problem with this book. If I knew that this was going to be a series that continued on, then this book would be fine. But knowing that this is only a couple of month long event, I just feel that maybe they wasted a little bit, maybe too many pages on just setting it up. But it is still good. So let's keep that in mind. I'm not saying this is crap. I'm still saying it's good, but I felt it could have been better. This next one was a toss-up. So now we're getting into the ones that were pretty good. This one would have ranked higher, except for the backup stories weren't as interesting to me, and that is Superman. So this is Superman of Metropolis, and that's Jonathan Kent on there without a cape. If Superman doesn't have a cape, I don't like that. But I love the art in this book. Why is there two covers? This has two covers. I've never seen that before. I'm wondering if that's just a mistake and I got a weird copy. Anyway, I gotta tell you, I love the art, man, and the colors in this book. Damn good job. So basically, Trojan company or something, Trojan Enterprises. I don't know. They developed this nanotechnology and everyone's like all hooked up and they're using it to control people and whatever. It's like a generic, it's a bit of a generic storyline. Here's Brain, his name's Brain Cell or whatever. It's kind of like a made from Brainiac, merged with other stuff, you know, whatever. I don't know the origin of this. I don't know if this thing has been in other comics. It hasn't been in any of the Superman comics that I've been reading. At least I don't remember it. Let me know if I'm missing out on something here, or if this was maybe part of that metal, DC metal or whatever it was, death metal thing. Anyway, Superman basically, Superman is now Jonathan Kent. We don't know where Superman is, though you kind of know if you've, you know, looked ahead and saw what's coming up in Future State. But this is pretty neat. So spoilers, right? In order to save Metropolis, Jonathan Kent has bottled it. So he pulled a Brainiac and friggin' bottled Metropolis. It's like, there's where Metropolis used to be. I think that's a kind of a neat idea. It's pretty cool. So Supergirl shows up. I like Supergirl. She looks pretty cool here. Though if you've seen what happens, Kara is not going to be in that outfit. She ends up going to the moon, I think. So we're not there yet. She's just like, John, what the hell are you doing? And then they just have a fight. Whoa, look at that. So John is still half human, right? So we're not sure of his power levels. But yeah, I really liked this story. And I'm not going to go into more details after that. I just like I really like the art a lot. So I would have ranked this above the other one. It's just that there's a Mr. Miracle storyline. And I don't know. I couldn't get it. I didn't like the art in this for this particular one. This looks very weird to me. I don't know why. It's not bad, but it's just, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. So Mr. Miracle, and there's like I guess this is the dome now, right? So Metropolis is in the dome. And I think it's supposed to be Mr. Miracle fighting these creatures that are at the dome. I don't know. I just couldn't get into this storyline at all. I felt that I just wanted to like just end it. So I'm not even going to really get into that much. He's just fighting these like big creatures. They look like something from like Ghost in the Shell or something. The next one involves Guardian. So there's Guardian. And I was not into this one either that much. These backup stories I didn't feel were really that great. I felt that the Superman one, so half this book was awesome. So if they had, like, normally this is a double issue. So if they would have just done this, I would have said this was like really good. The backup stories were like, you know, I don't know. It was okay. Guardian's in there. I'm not even going to go through it all. It was fine. Yeah, I couldn't get into that as much. But yeah, the Superman story was good. So because the backup stories, I have to review the book that I have in my hand. I can't be like, well, if this wasn't in it or if this wasn't it, you know. So yeah, the Superboy thing was cool. The backup stories I wasn't as into. How many do we have left? We got 3 left. We're going to start going through this quicker. Okay, the next one. So this one beats out the last one because I liked a couple of stories. So this one is The Next Batman. All right. So it is not revealed who the next Batman is in this book. But the Batman storyline, which is the first book, is pretty damn cool. So basically, we've learned that the Magistrate owns Gotham City. He or whatever has outlawed masks. It's basically a shoot on sight scenario. Someone's in a mask, you take them out. They've got these peacekeeper guys who wear masks. But anyway, there's like a Bane gang, which is kind of neat. So they all have these masks, and it's an initiation. They want these guys to, like, you know, commit a murder. So that there's that tension. We've got Luke Fox and Tim Fox, who says his name is Jace. I don't know who this is. I don't know Tim Fox. That could be a fail on my part. And if it is, let me know. Like, if it's a fail, it's a fail. I'm willing to admit that it's a fail if it is. But I didn't know who this character was. So apparently there's beef between the two of them. I don't know if they're trying to say that Luke Fox is Batman, but it hasn't, or maybe the brother is Batman, perhaps. I don't know. It's not revealed, or if it is, I missed it. Maybe there was a subtle reveal of who this Batman was, but I did not catch it. If you did catch it, let me know. This reminded me of Assault on Precinct 13, the John Carpenter movie, not that shit remake, where they're just driving around looking for someone to shoot, basically. Batman saves the day. The two kids who are who are being initiated, he kind of like saves them because they would have gotten killed because they were in a mask. That's it. It's kind of a basic story, but it's still neat. Batman's Batman. You know, he just shows up and does stuff, and it's kind of neat. The next story is with Katana, and it was okay. I wasn't into this one. I'll show you a little bit of it just really quick to get through it. I was like, yeah, it's okay. You know, she fights Caliber, I think. Who does she fight? Yeah, it was Caliber. She fights him. I mean, yeah, that's fine. The big thing here was that Black Lightning is revealed, and he looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna skip through this because there's just so much still to talk about. So there's Jefferson. He shows up. He's like literally like lightning or whatever. So that's all right. The next story. Oh, I really like the next story. So this is Arkham Knights. Yeah, and this is Astrid, who I just thought was a wicked character, man. So she's got all of these guys teamed up. Like Dr. Phosphorus is there. Two-Face is in there. Clayface is in the back. Like, this is a pretty sick team. Here's one of the Peacekeeper guys. He's pretty cool. He looks pretty cool. Like, look at how sick that is. You see that? That's awesome. Okay, so I've liked this story a lot, actually. So this is the villains all teaming up. And they're on this mission, which you don't really know what's going on. But they're on this mission, and they're just like fighting the magistrate. Killer Croc, they rescue Killer Croc and like recruit him. So I'm not going to get too much into what happens here. This is just a fun read. It's a little bit of just a beat 'em up story, but you get to learn a little bit about each character, or, well, you get to see the characters interacting with each other. This is a nice interaction with Dr. Phosphorus and Astrid. Really good. I liked this one a lot. So this one had two really good stories, one that I wasn't as into, so that's why this beats out the Superman story. And Astrid, I think, is just a wicked character. So yeah, I like this one. It's Batman. You're going to buy Batman no matter what, right? Because everyone's just going to buy Batman. I think Batman and Superman, people are just going to buy those no matter what. They're the more expensive issues, but they're worth it. Okay. So guys, if you know what's coming out on Future State this week, then you're probably thinking, how are these my favorites? But my top two favorites, starting with number 2, which this has been an opposite. Like, I was pumped for Wonder Woman. I was kind of pumped for Swamp Thing, and they were okay. Wonder Woman was I was not pumped up for Harley Quinn. You know, Harley Quinn is an interesting character. She's okay. I do like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She's cool, and and she's silly and funny, and but I don't know. I can't get into that character. I've tried reading the comics, different books of hers, and I could never really get into them. So I was very surprised at how awesome this is. Firstly, the art is freaking awesome, and the colors and everything. I was reading this story, and as I was going through it, I'm admiring how beautiful this entire book is, and then as I was getting to the end, I was like, oh man, it's ending. So there's going to be some spoilers here, because I just got to tell you how wicked this was. Like, look at the, I don't know. I just really think this was like just a nicely done. Even the cover's amazing. Pick this one up if you were on the fence. So basically, Harley Quinn is captured by Scarecrow, Professor Crane, and he's using her to help catch other criminals, and they're doing like this whole psychological team up. It's like they're teaming up to like psychologically evaluate and capture other villains. So is it Pig? What's the guy's name? Yeah, Pig, Professor Pig. So Professor Pig is the first one they try to capture, and Harley's like, oh, here's how you capture him. Like, here's what you do to get him. I'm not going to spoil all of that really for you. And then they're also trying to capture. I just drew a blank. Firefly? No, who was it? I'll figure it out in just a second. I'm pretty sure it was Firefly. So, yes, Firefly. And the way they capture him too. I'll show you some of the art in here. It's just so nice. This is a definite must pick up if you're into it. So then they're teaming up to capture him, and then there's something at the end. Did that page spoil it for you or no? No, it didn't. But there is one more, and then there's a final thing where it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? And then it just kind of ends. Like, look at how, like, I mean, this is like so amazing looking. I don't want to keep it too much so you see what it is, but this was damn awesome. having her and Professor Crane team up, or Dr. Crane team up to catch like these other criminals was awesome. And there was not as much Harley Quinn shenanigans. I sometimes feel that the character gets really too like obnoxious and just boring, like boringly obnoxious, where she's just trying to be funny and crazy, and I just don't care. And sometimes I feel Deadpool gets to that as well, but that didn't happen here. This was like an actually very good story with Harley Quinn. And the #1 best book this week, guys, it's the friggin' Flash, man. Wow. This is crazy. This was crazy good. I'm stunned. I'm like, okay. I mean, firstly, the colors, the art, amazing. Like, look at this is the first page. Like, look how cool this is. Holy crap. So I have not read Flash. I read Flash Rebirth maybe the first like 10 issues or something when they came out. So it's been years now, right? I've not gone back to Flash. I do like Flash a lot, but I never read the comics, but the Rebirth ones were quite good. Now remember, I'm collecting a lot of books, so it's hard for me to keep getting more and more and adding on, but holy crap, this was freaking damn cool. So I guess they lost their powers. Wally West is a villain. I knew that. So Wally West, I guess, has stolen all of their Speed Force, and they're using all of Flash's Rogues Gallery's weapons, and they're trying to get Wally to like turn him good again. And this is awesome because we've got, now you thought that this was there's a little bit of a twist here. Now this was I gotta remember who because like there's so many things going on here. There's so many weapons in use here. I'm trying to see if I can pinpoint them all. But like Rainbow Raiders prism goggles are in here. What else? Well, we got the Thinker, but it's actually, there's like a little bit of a twist. It's right in the beginning, so it's not a big twist. It's the Calculator using Thinker's head thingy and making himself even smarter. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. So this is a spoiler. This happens early on in the pages. So basically, Impulse gets killed. So Impulse is killed, and then everyone is just like, "Oh man, this sucks," right? So Barry is thinking, what am I gonna do now? And he really, really wants to save Wally. And he figures that if he gets the Thinker's contraption and they all wear it, they can kind of tap into Wally's like psychic, like get a psychic connection with him and try to bring him back, talk him down. They kind of give a flashback to a previous story, which I don't know if it was real or not, but it's like where Barry taught Wally about, waiting for your friends to come save you. I don't know if this story was real or not, or if they just made it up for this thing. But in any case, so he's thinking, well, Wally is waiting for us to rescue him. He needs us to rescue him. Yeah, I'm not gonna, look how awesome this is. I'm not gonna really spoil it all for you, actually, because I think I'm gonna end it there, to be honest, because I really like this a lot, and I think this is something that you guys should definitely read. I don't know if there's like a lot of Flash fans out there. I'm assuming there's a lot of Flash fans, and I guess and if you're a hardcore Flash guy and you're thinking like, dude, how am I not reading the Flash? But wow, I was really like impressed by this one. This is just so good. So yeah, the top two, the most unexpected top two right here. I can't believe it. So exciting stuff. Hopefully Wonder Woman gets better. Next week we've got a bunch of stuff coming out, so we're gonna go through that. I will, and then tomorrow I will be back talking about X-Men. So we've got X-Men coming out tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Future State. Do you even care about this, or has DC just, fallen off a cliff or whatever? Now remember, I do not go on any social media. Well, I do, but my point is I don't go to social media to get my opinions. I don't know what anyone has thought of any of these books. as far as I know. I'm the first person who's reviewing them. I came home right away and read them all and then just did this video. So I just finished reading these. I don't know what the general public is thinking about these right now. I don't know any, I don't research the creators of these. So I don't know if they have any sort of agendas that they're trying to push or whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm only going to talk about the books that are in my hand that I paid money to buy. I'm not going to get into the creators or what their political views are in either case, whether they're, you know, like left, right, center. I don't care. I don't care if there's an agenda, if they're saying we need a new XYZ character to fill this XYZ agenda that we have. I don't care about that. I'm only reviewing the final product that's in my hand. So yeah, that's the way I run things. Anyways, that is it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah, I will see you next week for more Future State. Until next time.